What's up, Gemini? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. That's me. My name's Annie. Happy to have all the Geminis out there with me today. We are going to do scoot you a little closer here. We're going to do your June 2020 tarot readings. These are going to be general messages here on YouTube. That means not everything I say will resonate with all the Geminis out there. Please do know that in advance, and that's totally fine. That's totally normal. Pieces and parts of this reading will very likely resonate for you. I hope lots and lots of it does. As always, welcoming you to come into the reading with an open heart and an open mind, but highly recommend you only take away the messages that resonate with you, that serve you in some capacity, motivate you, inspire you, enlighten you, empower you, right? That's going to be important here today. So anything that feels strange or foreign, feel free to release those messages. Please do have faith that it's going out to someone else who needs to hear it. But yeah, also give yourself the luxury of time. Not everything needs to click instantly. Something may come around in a week or in 2 weeks, and then you'll get the confirmation that it was indeed your message. So I come at this with love and positivity. I hope that's what you take away here today. The first half of this reading is going to be career and finances. The second half is going to be love and romance. Everything else you want to know about this video will be down in the description box below, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. As always, I ask for you to like, share, subscribe wherever you can, because that helps me a whole lot as a reader here on YouTube. Helps this channel, these videos gain momentum and traction out there in YouTube land. So that's my ultimate goal. If you can help me with a like, share, subscribe, I will happily take it. I hope this video finds you guys well. I know there's a lot going on nationally, globally right now, so I sort of see it as my duty to continue on with these spiritual messages. If you are here to receive them, I am here to give them out to you. So always honor your own heart, your own feelings, your own intuition first and foremost, okay? Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. With these cards, I mean, to be fair, they are your cards, but not always the highest vibration, or just being really, really stuck in your head about something. But yeah, something needs to come to a close, but you're still holding on to it. It's probably a situation or a circumstance, a person that they're really not adding positively to your life. They're not contributing positively. It could be an unequal balance in the relationship of who's giving, their heart, their love, their time, their energy, their money. Whatever it is, it could just be something that's causing you severe anxiety and you're not wanting to face it. But in a sense, by avoiding it, it's not allowing you to finish out a cycle that's supposed to be, it's like the chapter's coming to an end, but wrap it up, Gemini, wrap it up. And I don't mean to be insensitive. I add a little bit of humor, but yeah, no, this is something that's kind of paining you. So let's dig into this. So we are going to start with career and finances. Then again, we will hop into romance and relationships. So that's the first card that came out, kind of by itself too. So hopefully that energy isn't here to stay too long. But again, it can indicate kind of some darker thoughts. It can be severe anxiety. It can also be depression. It can be, sleepless nights, trouble sleeping at night just because your mind is so overly active. Can also be a card of exhaustion too. Just the idea that you can't shut off your brain. And I know a lot of people are experiencing that too, just again, because of everything that's going on right now. It could be that your thoughts, your mind are just racing at night. So what's interesting though is something about that eventually transitions into the card of victory. Unless you're worried about, this could indicate that you're worried that somebody took your credit for something that was due to you or owed to you, or I don't know, you felt like you deserved. It could be that the credit, the accolade is going to someone else. And I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's almost like you feel they're like a fake or a phony. I'm wanting to reference Catcher in the Rye. Doesn't Holden Caulfield say that all throughout the book? He's a real phony. But that's sort of what I get. But I don't know. There's like a sense of dread that it's going to the wrong person, or I don't know what that is, Gemini. It's kind of an unusual message I'm getting there. Tell me about how these cards relate to one another. So if that's your message, it's a very unusual story I'm getting here. Oddly specific, so in advance, it's not going to be everyone's story. There's something about somebody took, again, credit from you or something of the sort. It could have been you felt like someone stole your man or stole your woman, if it is romantic related. Eventually, though, this person's karma catches up with them. It's almost like just when they think they're in the clear and they're safe, they're in the comfort zone and they got away with it, it's like the liar, cheater, thief card, which essentially it's almost like their karma comes back to haunt them. And I'm getting this as almost like wands can be spirituality. If they were a player, if they were a cheater, if somebody broke your heart and they went off with someone else, and especially if it was kind of in a sneaky way, someone wasn't very upfront with you, they were a little bit, like a little bit shady. Yeah, it could be a Capricorn. And whether or not it's a Capricorn, there is something here about lower vibrational energy. Because wands can be spirituality, this could be almost like nights always bring change and movement into our life. There's a change in the revisit of someone who thought they narrowly escaped getting caught. Their karma comes back to bite them. And here's the thing, Gemini, I really don't think it's you. I think it has to do with someone you maybe worked with or trusted, and maybe it had to do with money and finances, something between you guys. The thing is, this isn't a secret to you per se. I mean, at some point in time, if you don't already know who this is, or what this is, it does come to the surface. And maybe, you were up crying about it because you felt like this person was two-faced, right? Yeah, I mean, this could have been your best friend. This could have been a family member you got involved with. But yeah, there was something darker that was guiding their energy. And they could have been very selfish with money, or even something about if you applied for the same position or the same opportunity on a project, it could be that they told you, something like, that position's been canceled. It's not available anymore. They took it off the job board or the job posting. So you're like, oh, okay. But then, weeks later you find out so-and-so got the job and you're like, what? Again, I want to underscore, I don't do fear-based readings, but there's something off about this. The repercussions of this person's energy, I think it's causing you, again, anxiety or depression or fear that you might not get what is owed to you. For most of you, I do think there's something about, I don't know why, it's karma. This person who played some shady head games, karma races in to kind of like slap them. Yeah, interesting. All right. I don't know what that has to do with your career and finances, but again, it's showing up for a reason. So you are going to have to do a little bit of detective work in your own life to see what this means. The details of this will be a little bit different to everyone. And again, it's not everyone's story, but oddly specific, very, very specific. Right smack in the center of it is Four of Pentacles, which is the comfort zone in money, or someone being a miser, holding on to something too tightly and not sharing it. Particularly if you work in the city, big skyscrapers or city buildings, something like that. It could be something very like corporate, right? Yeah, it does indeed have to do with your job and someone who is very controlling. This is not always the definition of this card. This is a card of Aries, by the way, so maybe an Aries figures into this. This is a card of like the corporate executive. The emperor builds the empire. So again, very career-driven, hell-bent on getting his way. Tends to be very tied up in the tradition of things, the order, the rigidity of the rules and things of that sort. I'm sort of getting someone broke the rules and maybe they tried to cover it up, or they were very headstrong. We think of Aries, right? The start of the zodiac, a lower vibing Aries, not all Aries, but a lower vibing Aries. It's all about them and their world and we're all just living in it. There's that type of mentality. It's almost like they steamrolled you if you were at all the competition. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen the Five of Swords or the Five of Wands. We'll throw a few more out, but that's a card of fierce competition and really having to like sweat it out to make sure that you're seen or that you're included or something like that. Yeah, this person, I just keep wanting to say it's like they flatten the competition to serve themselves. And that's what this is. There's a sense of pride and victory. Look at me. Now I'm the face of the company, or I did this or I did that. But here's the thing. While in doing that, they lost a lot of friends. They're scraping together what's left in terms of their social networks, their social dynamics. Again, the friends, the coworkers they had. While they appear to be flaunting some sort of victory, there is a sense of lack in their life that they're very self-conscious about. It could be that this person was already experiencing severe money troubles, and so when they saw the opportunity for them to, steamroll and get ahead, they took it, even if it meant having to kind of take you down in the process. I'm sorry, this is a rough message, but again, it's coming up for a reason. I just want to throw a few more clarifiers on this because I want to know what this karmic justice is. Because here's the thing, it's not you coming in with justice or to right the wrong. It's not. It's like letting God take care of this person, letting this person develop on their own spiritual path, and sort of see the error of their ways. They get caught. They think they're a smooth criminal. I'm hearing the Michael Jackson song. Ow! They think they're a smooth criminal, but they're not. So that's sort of what I mean. Like, I know you're losing sleep over this, but I would detach from this person as far as you can because they have another thing coming. And I think they know it too. That's the weird part, is they're being so clandestine to try and escape something, and yet there's a sense of dread that something else is going to be taken from them because of like possibly a poor judgment that they made. There's a duel here. There's a duel between the Earth Knight and the Fire Knight. So again, neither one of these is Gemini. This could have to do with the employer and the employee. And again, you might be one of many people who work there. Could potentially be between a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag. Again, a card of Aries. You have a card of Leo here. A lot of kind of cocky fire energy, I will say. And maybe the Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, that could be the shady person or whatever. It doesn't really matter. This dueling doesn't really involve you, Gemini. If your knight showed up, it would be different. You are the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is between someone taking action on something. And again, it was because they wanted to positively grow their bank account or expand their finances. But there's a roadblock, and it comes in the form of, I want to say, like people fighting or arguing. So especially if somebody overtook a job or a position that you had your sights set on, and for some reason you didn't get it, or you felt like they, were two-faced or two-crossed you, there might be an opportunity for that position to open up again, because this may not have been the first time that this person resorted to really shady tactics. They may have a history. It's almost like they may have a record with, the company or with HR of like indiscrepancies or do you understand what I mean? This could be a pattern of behavior for this person, and this time they were actually caught red-handed. That's what I think. And like, again, Gemini, I don't know why it's coming up in your spread, because you're not being asked to serve justice. In fact, it's just the opposite. This is like, let go and let God. By trying to overly control this person or seek like revenge, that's not going to serve you. It's almost like by going through this uncomfortable state and ultimately the lesson here with the higher swords, which are Gemini cards, by the way, this is something that's driving you crazy. It's sleepless nights. This is finally accepting, shoot, that I didn't get the job, or shoot, that person really let me down. There's really not a sense of repairing it. The repairing that comes from this card is learning valuable lessons or insights that you didn't have before, but sometimes in a way that was less than desirable. It's learning the true song or the true tune of this person, and how they tick, so to say. You learned a harsh lesson potentially about trusting someone, or about trusting someone with your money, giving them details about your life, oversharing. It seems like for a lot of you learn the harsh lesson that maybe you gotta keep it shut next time. Maybe there was too much chattiness, which can sometimes be a Gemini trait, right? Chat at the water cooler. Maybe this person got a leg up on the competition, if the competition was you, because they overheard you saying something at work. This is coming to the conclusion, darn it, we'll get him next time. And I know that sucks to hear, because I do think you guys are angry and very upset about something. When you, again, release control, let go and let God, justice, karmic justice is served to this person without you having to do a damn thing, Gemini. You are not the enforcement. You are not like the law. You are not like policing the matter. Let go of it and keep focusing on strides forward, moving ahead, because there's victory in that, knowing that I went through hell and back, and I'm still here showing up doing the work. That's admirable in and of itself. Could also indicate some of you may be severing off from this person or this company, going in a different direction to build your own empire. You may be doing something more independent, entrepreneur, you know what I'm trying to say. being an entrepreneur. Is the female version of that entrepreneuress? I don't think that's a thing. Not that it really matters. I'm just kidding around. There's victory in nose to the grindstone. Focus on what you can control. You can't control other people's actions and behaviors. Even if they did something against you that slighted you, by no means am I saying be silent. Absolutely, report their ass to HR or whatever, whoever is in charge of this. But after you do that, let go and go about your way, because it's really, again, it's not your job to enforce any sense of justice or do you understand what I mean, on this person or on the situation? Yeah. Focus on your happiness, your 10 of cups, your emotions. Surround yourself with people that you do love and do trust. Because I just keep wanting to say, karma is coming for this like sneaky little fucker. They did something, and I don't know why, but they're a little rebel. They think they're never going to get caught, and they do. It's almost like they have this God complex of like, oh, well, I'm untouchable. The rules don't apply to me. And understandably, Gemini, that's driving you crazy, right? You're like, that's not fair. The rules apply to me, so of course they apply to you. Again, this person has something coming. Yeah, it could very well be a Leo. And it's a very smooth talking person. They win people over with their charm. Just very effortlessly. They're probably very eloquent. They dress well. They look well. They're probably very beautiful. And the way they talk about business or money or strategy, it charms people. But it's like they're like a lion charming the person in, and then they're gonna crunch down and bite. That's not typically what this card stands for, but it's falling over the liar, cheater, thief. So something here is not what it seems. It seems like, oh, they're friends. It's just a gentle game. It's not. It's not a gentle game. It's a head game. Like, this person is up to some nasty stuff. So again, keep a distance here. The situation is transforming. So this person who took all the money and is being greedy, that's what I mean. There's transformation happening here from the 4, right? The upside down 4, the 4 of Pentacles. There's a death card here that follows the Hangman card number 12. Card number 13 is what this transitions into. This is the metaphorical, chrysalis before the butterfly emerges. When the death card comes, and this is dark, but it's all in metaphor, right? It's almost like the Grim Reaper has come to close out the cycle of this person's shenanigans, and I think that means they will likely be fired. Or that's what I just keep getting something about. There is justice restored for all the misgivings, misdoings, however you want to say it, that this person caused. Like, they're going to be cut. And again, it very likely does not rest with you, the deciding factor. Even if you are the boss and in charge of these people, I don't know why, but I'm not getting the impression that you have the authority to fire this person. But it doesn't mean you can't report their ass. So here's the thing. There is positive change and movement in money here. But there's like the larger issue. I have to say, it's very drama-like. This feels like a reality show of like, oh my God, are they going to get caught? It feels like a crime thriller. It's something like that. There's positive changes in money, but it's almost like you're waiting for a new spot to open up that would allow you more creativity, more freedom, more movement. In a few more cards, especially for those who don't resonate with this story, give me a few cards about Gemini's money situation in the coming weeks. How is money looking for my Geminis, for the majority of the Gemini energy out there in the coming weeks? Could we have a few cards regarding finances for Gemini in the coming weeks? Money for Gemini. Okay, so there's that death card. Yeah. The shenanigans are being put to an end, and then you step in to fulfill the role. This to me is a beautiful card of money. The 9 of Pentacles, it's one of the highest pentacle cards you can get. It is about being the self-made woman, the self-made man, living a very, or recognizing the abundance in the life that you've created around you. It doesn't necessarily have to indicate affluence, though it can. I mean, the way she's dressed, it's, she's leading a pretty affluent life. This is a perfect transition into your love reading too, because with this, it's like she's on her way to the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles indicates more like teamwork, family dynamic, like generational wealth. This is saying you've done it all yourself, Gemini, but the last thing you're looking for now is like loyalty or partnership. That's what this little falcon represents. So, if you love something, set it free, it will come back. The falcon does. The falcon is loyal, but now it's like you're looking for that in human form. This could even be someone that you worked with / dated, and yeah, it's like you had the rug swept out from under you because there was something trickstery about this person. It could have been a Capricorn or a Scorpio, though it doesn't have to be. But again, this is indicating the death of a cycle is coming to all this like ridiculous dark energy. I just heard sociopath. That's kind of a dark word to throw around, but yeah, this person has issues. I gotta be honest, I don't like this other person showing up in your spread. Hopefully for most of you out there, it's not you, Gemini. Sometimes the cross watchers, the energy goes vice versa. But anyway, whoever this little shisty person is, karmic justice is going to be served for them. And something about when they're out, there's a rebalancing of the scales or a reordering of the company, and you step into a position where you are more valued and there's more opportunity for you to make money. That's sort of what I get there. So again, I'm not really getting any timeline cards per se. Potentially Virgo season. This is a Virgo card, but in terms of money, when I asked, will money be good for Gemini? This card came out. So generally a positive card. I'm not saying your money is going to increase exponentially in June or July, but it seems like it has the potential to grow over time and be solid. So yeah, nose to the grindstone. In a positive vibration, this is a card of Capricorn, and Capricorns are like worker bees, right? They're very intently focused on work and creating like a very grounded lifestyle where money is constantly coming in. They're very great financial advisors. They're very good at, planning little details of careers and things of that sort. So yeah, positive, overall very positive. But yeah, there's someone in the mix who's a real drama queen in your place of work. So let's transition into love. So right off the bat, you got some Cancerian energy coming through here. Again, it could also be transitioning in love with a Capricorn or a Scorpio. The reason I point those out is because they're the major arcana. So you even have some Aries here. Again, that came up more in your financial spread, but maybe that means something to you. Cancerian energy with the Chariot card. You could be a Gemini, Cancer, Cusper, perhaps. Fighting to get someone's attention. Someone who's potentially been ignoring you. I actually think that goes in reverse. I think someone else is trying to get your attention and they're watching you from afar or watching you from a distance. It could even be watching you from a screen on social media or even on TV. I don't know if that means anything to anyone. Again, this could go vice versa. Maybe they're watching, you protest, right? And it was on live television. It could be something like that, right? Yeah, there's someone interested in you who probably wants to build something with you. Possibly that has to do with your work life. It could be a coworker or something. But if you're working on a project, even if it's like a side hustle or a side hobby or just, some artistic thing you're doing one weekend, it could be someone who you work with on that wants to help contribute ideas. But I am sort of getting like, not in a creepy way, but I'm hearing the term like voyeurism. Like they do like to watch you. They're very interested and fascinated specifically about your body and how you move. So it may have to do with like the idea of sexuality, but it could also be for anyone who's, it doesn't have to be this, but I'm being called to say like physically fit, like athletic trainers or like ballet dancers or any dancer, really. Something about the grace, the way you move your body or the way you pose. I don't know if you're a model or an actress or something about the visualization of your body, which I don't know why this is being so underscored to me, but they watch you. They're very fascinated by you. And I have to be honest, like I'm pretty real with you guys. If this was something, hypersexualized where it's like, I know what you're doing with those pictures, I would tell you that. It's not. They're very fascinated by you. This could even be, it's almost in the sense of like a recruiter or a scout or someone who's looking for talent, looking to add someone to their team. That's the way they're viewing you, as like they're trying to understand and they're like witnessing your talent. And that's the thing. I don't think they want you to know that they're watching because they want you to see you as you are without having to put on a show by, like when someone likes you and you know that they're kind of watching you, you perform differently, right? That's what I mean. This person is watching from afar because they want to get like the authentic view of Gemini. And I don't mean to make that sound creepy. To be honest, it's really not that vibe at all. But they either watch you while you're work or when you do something physically fit. Oh, okay. If you go to a gym, this could be someone who watches you at the gym that perhaps you've never seen before. But so again, in a sense, it might be slightly sexual too. But for the most part, it's just they just like watching you. You know what? Part of it has to do with like the personality, the way you present yourself. It could be the way you dress or the way you smile. It's something like, yeah, something about your teeth, the way you smile. They like your teeth or your lips or something like that. Again, it's to me, okay, here it is. Okay, that helps. The Six of Cups is very pure, innocent love. Sometimes this is like the love thy neighbor. Sometimes this is sibling love or returning home to your family. That helps me because that helps better describe what this person is seeing. Even when I say things like, oh, they're watching how your lips move. We have a tendency to make that such a sexualized thing, and it's just not. It's something very pure and for the most part innocent, but this person's main priority is not sex. It's more they're watching you because they want to get a sense of who you really are, which I think that's kind of cool. It's like it's more about the authentic integrity of what they want versus just kind of like that, you know, hit it and quit it player energy. Yeah, they have good intentions to build with you or potentially rebuild with you if this is someone from the past or someone maybe you've known from childhood. Even if that's the case, I would still return to the thing. They're probably watching you on social media. Maybe they message you on occasion, but their intentions are very pure. Oh, okay, this isn't your energy. This is their energy. But they don't think you like them or that you don't see them. And quite frankly, I'm not sure that you do see them, Gemini. I'm not sure you've ever considered this person or see them as a romantic suitor because they don't come on with heavy, passionate energy. You know, if they do converse with you, it's very, you know, hello Gemini, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Like, but they don't want to, it's like they don't want to reveal their hand of cards, pun intended, that they do actually have a deep affection for you, but it's driving them nuts that they can't come forward and tell you this. Let's clarify that. I don't know what that's about. It could be that they view you as someone who has many options or that you have many suitors. Tell me more about this Nine of Swords. And this could go in multiple ways too. You could feel the exact same way about someone else and it's causing you this, but I will say there's someone watching you, Gemini. Again, sometimes these go vice versa, but it's very possible that you have that feeling for someone else, someone you would really like to build with and you know, grow a romantic relationship with, someone you have very good intentions for, someone maybe you check up on social media, but you see them as literally with the Six of Wands, there's a lot coming at them. You potentially see them as having many options. Even if that is your side of the story, for a lot of you, it's this very great mirroring effect that someone feels the exact same way about you. And that makes sense, the twinning energy, right? It's a funny message. There will be messages of communication. I saw the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's one of my, the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's one of my favorite cards in tarot because it's not having to wait forever. It's swift, rapid action. It's messages, it's communication, it's travel sometimes. So it could be that you would have to travel to see this person, or this person is quite literally like getting in their car to travel to go speak to you. Again, not everybody's message, but possible. This person may reach out to you because they get into a tricky situation and they call for your help, particularly car troubles. Like they may get a flat tire or their car is stuck in a ditch or something. Like they're in a tricky position where it's requiring a lot of their energy to, you know, in a sense, dig themselves out of the hole. Whatever that hole is, that's a metaphor. They may call you to come help and like work with them to repair what went wrong or help fix something that they're really struggling with. Yeah, there's someone who likes you, who wants to communicate with you. It could be another air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Though again, this is saying to me there's a dualistic energy here. There's someone spying on the Gemini, and there's also a Gemini feeling that way about someone else. Again, something about a Cancer here. Something about a Cancer is important. Yeah, you're very reliable. Yeah, okay, there's two queens here. So whether you are male or female, it doesn't matter. That's what I mean. There's multiple people involved here, 2 queens. So if this person reaches out to you for help, it's because you're very practical. You have a very caring energy about you, very empathetic, potentially very maternal. Even if you are male, there's a warmness that when someone says, you know, oh my God, I'm stuck at the side of the road and this and that, can you come help? They know that you're probably gonna be like, yeah, sure, I can help you, I'll be right there. They view you as someone very responsible, Gemini. And that could be tricky too, because maybe they see you as platonic, but you have feelings for them. So it's that classic thing of, sure, I'll go and help you. Maybe this is the time he'll kiss me, or that's sort of the vibe I'm getting from this. Then there's the other person who wants to build with you. Someone maybe from your past. Again, it could be another air sign, particularly a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. Again, possibly from your past who either works with you. Sorry, it doesn't have to be both those things. It could be someone you work with. It could be a coworker. It could be from someone from your past, but they have anxiety that you don't like them, or that you enjoy being single and that you're not ready to commit. Somebody in this dynamic might be more of a bit of a player. They like to play the field. They're not ready to like settle down and commit to anyone potentially. It might be It might be your Cancer, or it may have to do with the fact that you have a crush on someone who's already married, who already has a wife, or is the wife of, you know, it doesn't have to be male, female, by the way, but this to me is like, sometimes it's like the wife mother card. So again, doesn't matter the gender of either person. It's saying this person might be taken, and that's why it's such a struggle when you deal with them, because it's like, I have a crush on you, but I can't let it show. And that's sort of what this is to me too. It could be someone that someone, particularly an air sign, potentially a female air sign, is married with children. I'm not getting that so much. If anything, my Queen of Swords is sometimes the symbol for divorce. Interesting. Okay, and this confirms it too. There's a lot of people going on here. Sometimes 3 of Pentacles in a relationship spread can indicate third-party situations. So whether it's on your end, whether it's on the person's end who has a crush on you, or whether it's on your end with the person who you have a crush on, but you know what I mean? There's third-party energy, but bottom of the deck is hopeful because there is single energy here. So it could be indicating that the person that you have feelings for, if they are currently unavailable, there may be a change in which they do become single, or someone who is single and ready to mingle may actually step up and communicate with you that they do have very warm feelings for you. Warm feelings, that nice bright yellow card. And then you have 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles too. So this may relate to something at work. If you are interested in a coworker, hopefully it's not this one, but you know, no judgment, Gemini. This was coming up as karmic justice, in which your money situation changes once this person is like outed by the company. It's the same Knight showing up. So something about the changing of the tides at work. I don't know if new leadership is brought in, or so that the liar, cheater, thief position was filled by someone else. That could be someone else new who views you as like, you know, hitting the jackpot in love, metaphorically. You could have an earth sign coming in to make an offer to you, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, particularly a Virgo. If it's not that, it's saying there's practical change and movement, reliable, steady offers in love that could potentially last through the years, span generations, right? Maybe it's your future wife or husband. Maybe that's why that's coming up, right? Doesn't always have to be third-party situations, but it could be that you're dealing with a Scorpio or a Capricorn too that is like playing around, is like a player energy, in which case you're kind of their single, like hoping they come around eventually. For those who relate, I'll throw a card on that, specifically on either a Scorpio or a Capricorn that Gemini might be waiting for to become available. What's the deal with that? In one card, please. What's the deal with that? And I mean, it's complicated, right? That's a huge question to ask with a 1-card clarifier, but I feel like I kind of went down that path. Strength. So there's sexual desire there, but okay, there could be a new judgment call to go back in the past, potentially to release and let go of something and start anew. So yeah, not especially the Scorpio. Oh, and then you have a Capricorn card here too. So yeah, if you are dealing with a Scorpio or a Capricorn, the sexual desire is there, but again, there might be a reason why they can't act on it if they are otherwise committed. Judgment does indicate going back to the past. That's what 6 of Cups is, to go back and potentially reconcile something with someone. Yeah, to get out of the comfort zone in which nothing is really moving. If the energy is stagnant, this could say, you, Gemini, may go off in a new direction and start a new, potentially if a new offer comes in, or this person may have a change of heart if they transition out of major cycles. Both your Scorpio and potentially your Capricorn may come around eventually. There is karmic justice. There will be justice. Again, a card of Libra. You had a couple of Libras showing up in this spread too. So, all right, Gemini, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye.